welcome to another video on Path of Exile 2. So there's 6 character classes currently in the early access. So the first is the Warrior. The Warrior pounds the ground with a big, chunky attacks and can shrug off the hits of smaller enemies with large amounts of armor. Basically a barbarian, if you're familiar with Diablo 4 or Diablo in general, or any other action RPG, I guess. So the Warrior, you can think of as like the Barb. And each of these classes will come with 2 ascendancies. And the ascendancies have been announced and they have been revealed as of yesterday. And I'm going to be making a video on that. So I'll be on the lookout for that one as well. But right now I'll just tell you what the ascendancies are. And like I said, all of this can be found on the website. So the Warrior, the first ascendancy it has is the Titan. The Titan focuses on stuns, slams, and beefy defense. Call upon your ancestors to boost your slams, push your enemies to the ground, shrug off any attack. The second ascendancy path for the Warrior is the Warbringer. This fearsome frontline fighter conjures ancestral spirits to pummel his foes and has a voice so powerful his war cries can detonate his fallen enemies. Pretty bad arse, if you ask me. The next class is the Sorceress. The Sorceress bends the elements to her will, using them to unleash devastation on her foes. This classic spellcaster weaves a flurry of elemental magic from afar. And she also has 2 ascendancies. The first is the Storm Weaver. Become a master of the elements who can cast faster, hit harder, and chill and shock enemies en masse. The Storm Weaver can even conjure devastating elemental storms. And her second ascendancy is the Chronomancer. The Chronomancer wields powerful temporal magic that can reset cooldowns, slow enemies in their presence, and even freeze time itself. Pretty powerful. Then we have the Ranger. The Ranger is quick but deadly, peppering her enemies with arrows and then vaulting away before they have a chance to reach her. She also has 2 ascendancies, the first being the Deadeye. This expert marksman can take down foes with style. She moves as fast as the wind and can knock additional arrows with each draw, or with every draw. The second ascendancy for the Ranger is the Pathfinder. Pathfinder is a master of flasks and poisons. She can turn mana potions into chemical weapons and stack poisons to her heart's content. The next class is the Monk. The Monk is a fast and furious melee fighter. He dashes in and out of combat and has mechanics that involve building up and keeping momentum. As you can probably guess, I will be starting my journey in Path of Exile 2 as a Monk because, I mean, he's got a melee in his name as the fighter, so... And he fits my playstyle for most classes that I like to do melee combat with. First ascendancy for the Monk is the Invoker. The Invoker wields the elements with ease and can use that power to become an elemental avatar. The Invoker is also a master of the spirit, allowing him to use many abilities without lifting a finger. That's pretty cool. Then we have the Acolyte of Kayula. The Acolyte of Kayula exchanges mastery of spirit for darkness, a source that can be utilized to both absorb and deal damage. Summoning power from the breach, he trades elemental affinity for chaos. Sounds pretty cool, but I think I'll probably go with the Invoker. The Mercenary. This guy is pretty cool. He's like the Van Helsing-esque character. Think of him like just pure DPS. Like he is more DPS, I'd say, than even the Ranger. The Mercenary wields a crossbow that can be loaded with different ammo types, offering versatility, power, and mobility. He also has options to combo abilities together to devastating effect. He has 2 ascendancies like the others. The first is the Witch Hunter. The Witch Hunter specializes in taking down the most deadly of foes. With extra defenses against magic and the ability to break the concentration of his enemies, he is perfectly suited for slaughtering spellcasters. And the second is the Gemling Legionnaire. Enhance your abilities by embedding gems directly into your flesh. The Gambling Legionnaire can use more skills than any other class, and the more he uses, the more powerful he becomes. So if you're a TRT aficionado, this is the type of class you want. Just augment your abilities with injections of skills galore. Then finally, we have the Witch. Death and decay are the Witch's weapons of choice. She can call forth hordes of undead minions to fight for her while casting powerful chaos spells. She also has 2 ascendancies. The first is the Blood Mage. Become a master of life energy. The Blood Mage uses her own life as a resource to bring destruction to her enemies. Pretty dang cool. Then you have the Infernalist. Infernalist transcends the need for mana, instead building heat as she casts spells. With an Infernal Hound at her side, she can even turn into a demon herself. So those are the 6 classes with the 2 ascendancies per class, essentially making for 12 classes at early access. So there's a lot that you can do in this game, as most of you are probably aware. And 12 character classes, essentially, with these ascendancies, makes for a lot more that you can do even in early access. And after the fact, there will be 6 more classes added once we get to the full release. So it's going to be cool to see what those are. I'm guessing one of those is going to be a paladin. One of them is probably going to be like an archmage, things like that, or a wizard. But that's pretty cool. And yeah, they have new systems, which I won't go into because I'll probably make a video on those separately once I play the game a bit and learn the systems better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Keep it locked on the channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And yeah, keep it locked on the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.